So my friend Brian and I are way up here on an ancient cinder cone slash volcano. I saw this on Google Maps and I thought I gotta come up here and explore this today. So we took the Sunday off, light traffic everywhere, and I'm just stunned. I am literally just kind of stunned by how gorgeous this is. I mean, seriously, crazy. Southern Utah is amazing. Everyone wants to go to like all the famous national parks, but this is the stuff off the beaten track. So I'm here in St. George, and I am in what I call my industrial location. I have two primary locations that I park at here in St. George. One of them is in this industrial area, which I park at the weekends. I have parked here during the week, but I don't like to because it's kind of busy and bustling. I really like this location. It's just pretty quiet. On the weekend, people drive by once in a while. So in my last video, I was in Cedar City and I drove down here, and I've been down here for about a week and a half, I guess. And I immediately went to the convention center location. There are two very long streets that sit next to just a big open field. I was a bit worried that the field was going to be developed and I was going to lose that parking space. But it was totally there. Some semis parked there, and you know, so that's where I tend to park during the week when I'm here. It's bright now, bright. This cold front passed through, and it was windy last night, and it rained, and then it turned into snow. So there's the Walmart that I stayed at. I have a neighbor that just showed up here in a green Mini Winnie. It's the next morning. I've woken up, made breakfast, and woke up, and here are my neighbors. This has always been one of the busier Walmarts that I've seen. I'm glad they allow it because this is a major thoroughfare going north to south in Utah. And so it's a good stopover location. So this Walmart has been RV friendly for as long as I've been doing this. Come on, person, go! The lady had a turn signal and she just sat there. Good grief. Loved this drive, honestly. It's just kind of almost all downhill, and it's just a pleasant drive, and I always love knowing that I'm getting into St. George. Okay, well, good thing. Good thing they haven't developed the big plot of land here. Not that I can see. So, this is, nope, good. So this is my spot. I was a bit worried that the field was going to be developed and I was going to lose that parking space. But it was totally there. Some semis parked there, and you know, so that's where I tend to park during the week when I'm here. So I really like this location, again, just because it's so dang quiet. What I do then at the end of the week is I just pack up and I move back over here. So I've already done that twice. This is my second time being here. I basically have just a routine when I'm in St. George that I do. So while I was at the convention center location, I also decided to change the idle in my scooter. So the scooter's carbureted and it will idle differently depending on the elevation that I'm at. And it was set for the higher elevation at 5,500 feet in Utah Valley. And as soon as I come down here, it idles too fast. And I can wear out the drive belt if I don't adjust that. One of the things that I've got to do now that I'm here by the convention center in St. George is adjust the carburetor on my scooter. When I got the new tires put on the back, well, on the front, I got new tires. The guy adjusted my carburetor and he set it up too high, and I knew what would happen as soon as I got down here. The carburetor would put too much gas in and the scooter would idle too high. Turn the scooter on, and what happens is at this lower elevation the carburetor gets more air and it causes that to happen. So when I'm sitting stopped, I have to hold the brake and the scooter's trying to move against that, and it'll wear out the drive belt down there. So what happens is, see, if I come over here and I pull the brakes, it stops. Okay, and then as soon as I let go of the brake, it starts spinning again, and I don't want that to happen. So then this thing comes off, and there's this right here that I just have to adjust. It's hard to do this with one hand while I'm filming. You can hear the engine revving down now. So I have to come over here, pull the brake, and then I have to, see, it's up on the kickstand, and as long as it doesn't start engaging the wheel like that, so you can see it starting to engage the wheel. So I need to adjust it just down a little bit more, because when I go down to Lake Havasu, it'll be even more than this. Okay, so pull the brake to the back, and then I just wait for it to start spinning, and I think that's good. So I adjusted that. While I've been here, I have a friend that lives here. He and I have gone and done a little bit of exploration. We went and found some dinosaur tracks about 15 miles just due out that direction. So I am way out here in the desert with a friend of mine who knows this area really well. We came out to a dinosaur track area. I was looking on Google Maps for something interesting to do just, 10-15 miles outside of St. George. And there were these dinosaur tracks out here. So, oh yeah, there's a sign down over there. Okay, here we are. So apparently this is like an ancient riverbed. Look at this. This would have been the bed. It looks like it just was the bed of a river at some point.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's either a riverbed or shoreline.
Shoreline, yeah.
A shallow lake. shoreline.
Yeah.
There's both
Oh yeah, look at that. Right
plant
there.
eaters and the meat eaters in here.
Right there. Oh yeah, look at that. Right there. That's so cool. Oh, and right here, look at this.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, and up here, look here. Right there. Oh yeah, look at that. So they've got them marked, a whole bunch of them. Oh, I see. So there's some on either side of it.
Mudstone from ancient meandering rivers and lakes. Yeah.
See the small ones? You see these? It's like clearly see that walkway going on.
Those are 3,000.
Yeah.
Beneficiaries.
And then the other direction, just a handful of miles, not very far, there's the Snow Valley State Park, which is really pretty. Just southern Utah has these amazing areas, and it's less known. All the state park, or all the state national parks that everyone know, like for instance Zion and Arches, those are all way off in that direction. But when you go off in that direction, there are also some really cool things to see. So we went and explored, did a little bit of hiking in the Snow Valley area. There are a whole bunch, well, not a whole bunch, a bunch of pioneer names that when pioneers came back here in the 1800s, they went up there and carved their names and the dates on this huge sheer rock face, and those are still there. So we went and explored that. There's an area here where there are these pioneer names that were there by pioneers back in the 1800s when they had sort of come into the area. Just look at this area. Isn't this incredible? So my friend and I just decided to come out here. This is St. George and Ivins and Santa Clara. All those are just kind of over that way a little bit. It's not too far. There's like a cave or something. So this sandstone tends to naturally form bridges and caves. I mean, I have so much sand in my shoes. Oh, look at this. Isn't this incredible? Wow. How cool is that? So these arches just tend to form naturally down here in southern Utah. So look at this. Look at how the weather patterns form, and then this little mini arch right here. I love that. I think the names are carved over there. Look at I just love the patterns of the different colors of rocks. That is so impressive. Manganese perchlorate?
I think so.
Okay.
I know it's a manganese
Yeah.
rust, essentially.
Okay.
Of course, weren't they jackasses in 1867 when they were doing the same thing?
I suppose the argument could be made.
You like that kind of stuff for your intensive.
This is very, very fun. And they carved their names up here, graffiti style. Okay, so there they are. Somebody climbed up here, put their names up there. Let's see, Albert Graf, October 18th, 1894. Another guy from 1881, 1883. Harmon, oh, I see, Harmon Gubler.
And Jacob Gubler.
Yeah.
Need a hand warmer?
Pardon?
Need a hand warmer?
No, thank you. Somebody left climbing stuff right there. Love how all these natural arches, that's probably not an arch if I remember correctly.
An arch is 6 feet.
Okay.
That's a window.
That's a window.
And those are alcoves.
Those are alcoves
Or
up there.
arches to be.
Right. Because there's another small one down below. And then literally just a little ways beyond that are some ancient cinder cones. That's the crazy thing, is you don't realize that down here there are remnants of fairly recent volcanic activity. You wouldn't think that. It's also the same case over in Arizona, or I should say down in Arizona. So today we went and hiked up this cinder cone, and then just yonder from that is another cinder cone, and then past that is another cinder cone. Craziest thing. I'm out here with my buddy Brian, and right outside of St. George is this incredibly dramatic landscape, and that is a volcano, cinder cone right there, and it erupted. When did they say this erupted last time? It was like thousands of years ago, 10,000 years ago, yeah. And then so all of this in geological terms, it's just really young. I mean, this just all sort of poured out of this thing. Isn't that interesting? So what is it called then technically if it's not lava? I know it's
basalt.
It's a basalt now. Okay.
Lava is flowing. It's
right.
Magma under the ground,
and
when it erupts on the ground and flows, it's lava. And when it cools,
it's basalt.
Well, this is basalt. It can
be different types,
right,
depending on the chemistry of the gases inside of it and the rock types.
And you can see this had a lot of gases in it.
Yes. And that the guy in the video talked about that. He said you can actually pick some of this stuff up because it's so light. Yeah. My friend's dogs love coming out here. Look at all that basalt. Wow, this is dramatic.
And sucrose.
Yeah, look at the pattern. That is so interesting. All of the gases that were in that. Would that have made it explosive, or is it just, yeah?
Definitely.
Yeah. Cinder cone. That really is dramatic, I have to admit. That's something else. Looks like there's kind of a valley over there.
That's Snow Canyon.
Oh, that's Snow Canyon itself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, look at the pattern in that rock. Oh, it almost still looks wet from when it was lava. That's super interesting. And then this is where we're going. That really is just stunning. Just really dramatic. Oh, we're getting near the top. We're almost up there. Okay, here we are. Right at the top. Ooh. And then we come over and look down. So now we're looking down into the crater. The thing erupted only 10,000 years ago. Crazy. So in there you can see, there off in the distance, that's the other cinder cone. You can clearly see all the ancient lava flows from it.
And there's the volcano.
Oh, and that one way over there.
Yep.
It's the third one. That one looks even bigger. But man, I'm just kind of mesmerized. We come over here. Look at that landscape. I mean, seriously, people. Look at how incredible this landscape is. So, St. George and all the surrounding communities are just sort of down around over that way. You can see some of the outlying, but St. George is more over that direction. Wow. Just incredible. So it looks to me, we walked by like there was an upwelling of magma, lava, kind of right there. There's a dome shape, like it upwelled and didn't quite become a new cinder cone. So there you can see the other cinder cone with all of its lava and magma, or whatever it's called now, basalt that came out of it. So interesting. Okay, so now we go on the way back up.
That's a nice one.
Oh yeah.
Into souvenirs.
And it is, it's quite light. When you hold it, it doesn't have a lot of weight.
Not even a souvenir.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of space for souvenirs.
Yeah. Gorgeous. That whole area over there is just really stunning. So I'm just going to show you some of this stuff that I've been doing. Anyway, thanks for watching my videos.